The Phoenix VA healthcare system shares a long, proud history of providing medical services to our servicemen and women after they leave the military. As part of our commitment to these veterans and our community outreach, we bring you our monthly television news show, To Your Health. On today's show, you'll see some of the latest techniques for looking inside the human body. We'll also show you some ways the veterans are dealing with issues on the home front. And Chef Greg will create a healthy dish with a Cajun twist. This show isn't just for veterans, it's for everyone. I'm Paula Pedene, and this is To Your Health. Computerized axial tomography is three big words for one simple way to look inside the human body. CAT scans have been in use by the medical community for years, but recent advancements in medical imaging technology have allowed doctors to see the unseen in a whole new dimension. In talking about CAT scans, why has the use increased so dramatically?
It's a really revolutionary tool for modern medicine. Over the last 10 years, the use of it has increased about 50%. So the average patient now gets 3 CT scans a year. When I was in medical school, if I wanted to look inside someone's skull, I would have to take a saw and drill it open. And if I wanted to study the brain in the anatomy lab, I could slice it open with a knife to look inside. But now, with CAT scans and modern computers, they're very high powered. We can look inside the brain without using any knives or saws. And in this patient, for example, you can see they had a swelling or an aneurysm.
With such wonderful imaging now, why would we still then use MRIs and ultrasounds?
Well, MRI can look at joints and brain detail in ways that CT is not as sensitive. And ultrasound, because it doesn't use radiation, is very helpful for looking at radiation-sensitive organs like your thyroid gland or gonads, the ovaries and the testicles. Or if you're looking at a pregnant woman and you don't want to damage the fetus and give the fetus birth defects, you choose something that doesn't use X-ray radiation. Yes. Okay. But CT has some special things, advantages that ultrasound and MRI don't have. For example, ultrasound bounces off bones, so you can't really see inside a bone. CT can see right into the inner structure of bone detail. And MRI needs water molecules, magnets, and FM radio frequencies to see inside your body. Because there aren't many water molecules in your lungs, MRI is not a good tool for looking at your lungs. So when a patient comes into the emergency room and they want to find out what's going on with a pneumonia or something, they'd choose CT.
With this wonderful progression, and this picture, I must say, is just absolutely beautiful. What do you see for the future?
Several different things. First of all, I can't predict what's going to happen because medicine progresses in ways that are always unexpected and exciting. One of the things that we're going to see is molecular imaging, where you can take the body's metabolism and actually target little weapons or targets that will go after a tumor and light it up. PET scanning is an example of that. We're also going to see fusion or combination imaging, so you can do MRI and CT together, or CT and ultrasound together, or PET and CT together. So molecular imaging, fusion imaging, and then we're also going to have new applications of CT, such as CT coronary angiography, where we replace angiograms with a non-catheter CT, and CT colonography, where we replace colonoscopy with a CT, which is much more comfortable.
As far as the future, you see more of the joint technology being used together.
We're planning to use the MRI to look at the soft tissues and menisci in the knee, for example, and we use the CT to look at the bone structure.
Well, you've given us some wonderful information, and we thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thanks, Paul. It's really exciting.
VA's medical community prides itself on offering our veterans advanced medical technology and research. The Phoenix VA healthcare system is proud to offer 3D CAT scans for better imaging, because better imaging means better diagnosis and treatment. And speaking of the inside of our bodies, I don't need a CAT scan to tell me that my stomach is empty. Let's head into the kitchen and see what healthy dish our friend Chef Greg is cooking up for us. Today we're going to make Creole chicken and vegetables with Greg. So Greg, tell us what you've got here.
Okay, well what I have here is some chicken strips.
And you made those with white chicken.
That's
I've
correct.
noticed.
And this is going to provide us with our protein. Over here we have green and red peppers.
And you mix the two to help pull out more of the fiber and the beta carotene.
And here we have tomatoes.
And these are diced, chopped tomatoes that are already cooked. And once you cook them, the lycopene actually breaks down a little bit more and comes out and is stronger. So it's a benefit for people.
That's correct, Paul. And here we have some okra.
Which is good for fiber, tastes great.
And celery, also
another.
high in fiber. And then my herbs and spices right here to season our food. And then over here we have a little bit of butter and chopped parsley.
Okay.
So
all right, what are we going to start with?
Let me start with
Our
pan.
Okay.
And we have a hot pan because when you stir fry, you want it to be hot.
And that helps just cook it quicker.
This is going to help brown the chicken, which is going to help seal in the juices.
Oh, okay.
Now we got our chicken brown, and I'm ready for my peppers.
Okay, there you go. And those are high in beta carotene and fiber, good color, more nutritious.
And to this we're going to add our tomatoes.
Tomatoes, our lycopene. There we go. Helps prevent those free radicals and
our
body
celery.
Better. All right.
And last but not least, the okra.
There you go. Again, high in fiber.
Right.
Okay.
What we have in here will help eliminate or reduce the amount of free radicals that are in the body. So that's important to our daily intake. Now what we're going to do is let this simmer for about 5 minutes. We've been simmering this for about 4 or 5 minutes, and this is what we have.
Looks wonderful, smells great too.
Great colors. So to this, what I'm going to add is some spices. And what I have here is a little bit of sugar, ground red chili, salt, and thyme. And we're just going to put this right in here.
And that helps bring out the flavor?
Yes. This is going to give us our Creole theme. All right, so now I'm just going to give this a little stir to incorporate the spices.
And I think it's important when we talk about the free radicals that they do cause a lot of damage to the body. Some of the things I didn't know is that they can cause nerve and tissue damage. Alzheimer's disease can hurt the eyes, cataracts, and macular degeneration. So it's real important to kind of keep them in the check and balance position.
And also interferes with your cognitive ability.
Thinking, yeah.
Yeah, and by eating healthy, you feel better, you have more energy.
You live a better life.
Right, you live a better life. All right, we're going to let this simmer here for another 3 or 4 minutes. Now we're ready to add a little bit of butter, and it's just enough for flavoring, not a lot. So I'm just going to put this in here. And next I will add the parsley. And give this a quick toss.
And again, the colors are just so appealing to the eye, and they have so many benefits. So I noticed all you nutritionists and our professional chefs cook with many colors, which I think is important for everyone to know.
It is. And there's great health benefits to cooking with colors as well. All right, and here, basically, we have our finished product.
And there you have it, Creole chicken and vegetables, which is great. It has high fiber, beta carotene, our lycopene, thanks to our tomatoes, and it's very economical. The recipe for this delicious Cajun chicken dinner and other healthy recipes can be found on our website, phoenix.va.gov. A fast fix for the flu and much more when we come back with To Your Health right after this.